I'm back. The last video really inspired me to talk about laughter and fun. Like I said, Isaac's name means laughter, actually. And this is good. Laughter is good. It is something that God created for our enjoyment. And God laughs all the time. He's got some jokes in the Bible, some things we don't pick up on. But I think one funny thing is how Jacob basically tricked his brother. He put like some hair on his arm, I believe. That's just classic. He put some hair on his arm so his father would think that he was Esau. That's clever. That's something God came up with. And then there's another one in the Bible. Oh, he calls Satan, oh great morning star. So that he's actually being sarcastic. Like, we all know Jesus is the morning star, okay? Satan is not the morning star. But he's saying it in a way in which it's like, okay, big guy, you think you know who you are, type that kind of thing. So he's definitely got some jokes, and we definitely got our sense of humor and our laughter, and yeah, these kinds of things from him. So I've been thinking a lot about the fun thing, because honestly, I haven't had fun in a while. I've been very serious in general, basically. And yesterday I told you guys about how God led me through the river. I've just been trying to discern exactly what kind of fun is godly fun and what kind of fun isn't. Because I find a lot of Christians, we just don't know. We don't know the difference. There's no discernment there about that. And it's the same thing with the ideal of freedom as well. But I'll stick to talking about fun. So he led me through the river and up the current. And honestly, it was fun. Like, I didn't need to throw back any shots. I didn't need to, dance on a table. I didn't need to do any of that. Just playing in his natural playground in nature. He kept me protected. I got to swim a little bit. I got to just float down the current, and it was a good time. It was good fun, good godly fun, and I really enjoyed myself. There's other things that we can do. We can sing, we can dance, we can praise him. All these things are fun, and it's all done to the glory of God, which is the best thing about it too. I've been to a couple of music festivals and a couple of concerts. And there's some things that we would call good, clean fun that aren't actually good, clean fun. And I do think sometimes we look at festivals and concerts as that. The last one I went to was just a random, just a stage set up in Old Town in Chicago. And, I like to dance, but he says to do all things to the glory of God. And so, these bands were on stage. They were playing music that was unholy, but not like overtly unholy. It's just some of the stuff that they were saying. It's like, no, you don't really honor God at all. And I was dancing to it. And, the next day I felt like such a strong sense of lust of the flesh. Like, it was crazy. And on top of that, this band, they kept making the satanic fingers, like the horn fingers. And I actually read the other day that those horn fingers are actually meant to put an omen on people. I don't know if they knew this, because I remember when I was not a Christian, I would do the horn finger symbol all the time because that's what you see on TV. Didn't know it actually related to Satan. Didn't really know Satan existed in the first place. And so I was just doing what I saw. But either way, even if they don't know, they are still paying homage to Satan. And that does send out a curse, unfortunately. But then I was still dancing to the music because I was having a good time dancing. Like I said, I felt bad the next day. Like, I really felt like I really needed to regenerate the spirit. So yeah, that probably would have been considered clean fun when I was a non-believer, but as a believer, I know it's not good, clean fun. Satan comes as an angel light, and this is one of these situations. I'm still trying to really understand more about where we draw the line with fun. Yeah. I also want to talk a bit about freedom, because some people get this confused as well. Excuse me. A lot of times people believe freedom is something that it's not. They think it's freedom from the law. They think it's freedom to do as they will. Neither of these are true. The truth is the freedom comes from being free of the burdens of the world. The Israelites were led out of Egypt. They were in slavery. The thing is, sometimes we don't know we're in slavery, and so we can't discern what is freedom and what isn't. Sometimes I even find myself saying, I wish I had the freedom to just wear what I want. But the burden that comes along with that, if you want to dress in these short shorts and then, these cleavage revealing tops and that kind of thing, you're going to have men that are going to harass you. You're going to have women that talk about you. I personally feel uncomfortable when I wear those. So that is not really freedom in a sense, because you're always at the whim of what other people think, and and sometimes it steps into the realm of them even controlling you in a sense. So no, that's not freedom. So I'm happy to have freedom to wear what I want as long as it covers me up. I personally like being covered up. I don't like the attention anymore that I received from men in the past. And it's weird because I still do receive attention from men, even when I do cover up. I don't know. I have no idea. But it's a lot less than what I received before. And plus, it's going to be, I think you're going to attract less creepers too. So that's good. And then also music. So a lot of people I've had this conversation with, like, I'll tell them, well, maybe you shouldn't be listening to that type of music because it has a certain spirit behind it. And of course they'll go off because they still want to listen to that kind of music. But music, just like dancing, can incite lust of the flesh, because a lot of the music that we listen to nowadays talks about sex, drugs, money, cars, like all these things that are of the flesh. And what happens is people listen to that and they think it's normal. Well, it's not normal in the kingdom. It's normal in the secular world. But then people say, well, I have the freedom to listen to what I want to listen to. And I'm like, that's true. You do have a will, but are you free? It sounds to me like you're still in bondage to the world and you still want to listen to those types of things that hurt you. So the freedom is not in just being able to do what you want and listen to what you want and wear what you want. The freedom is coming from out under her and being in the Lord, being having that freedom to just praise as you will, praise Him as you will, not trying to please man, not trying to please the system, this kind of thing. All you have to do is just please God, and that's it. I love that. I really do love that, because there's so many people that try to pull us different directions. You don't have to follow them. You don't have to do anything. All you got to do is follow the Lord. So that's just really wonderful, for me especially, because I've gotten pulled in so many directions trying to please everybody, and it's not going to work. You cannot please everybody. So just please the Lord, and He will just make your enemies a footstool. I think that's all I have to say about that. hopefully we'll keep breaking these shackles off, and we'll keep coming out the world and, you know, dwelling in these tabernacles to the Lord and building altars to Him and everything. So God bless you so much, and thank you for listening. Goodbye.